Hi, everyone. Welcome to this week forecast. I'm your host, Dr. Peter. And as usual, we are starting with DXY. And the most important thing in trading is being on the right side of the trade. Being on the right side of the trade. There are times that you have to avoid being trapped. And so we're going to look into the DXY. So far now with this move on the DXY, breaking this resistance here and testing this resistance here now. What you must now understand is that I see that we are trying to move up to correct this movement to the upside from here to here. We are trying to correct this to the upside. On the larger time frame, the price really as an A, B, C didn't on the DXY mark 100% extension, but we are going to just leave that now and focus on what is brewing. So what is brewing now is I see a potential correction to the upside, at least to correct this up to like 50% or 618 and see what price will do thereafter. Now, with this move now, it's really an impulse now. Now, do you want to continue to buy into resistance? No. This is not time that you want to buy into resistance. What I will want to see from this market is first a correction, a drop down, a push to the upside around this area before we correct the whole of this move to the downside. Follow me again. This is the weekly time frame. So what I expect around this resistance area now, it's a correction to the downside and a further push to the upside, testing this resistance before we now begin the correction of the whole movement from here down here. Then after that correction, you move again to the upside. That is what I expect. Now, what about the magnitude of the correction? So what about the magnitude of the correction? I expect something like this in the middle here, around this area. It can start anytime from now, any moment from now. So the clue, right, really, then if that would happen, this is almost marking like a 168 extension to the upside. So if that would happen, then we will see a fourth wave correction. So this will be a 1, a 2, a 3, a fourth wave correction. Then we go for the fifth wave. So that is what I'm expecting now. Sliding down to the daily time frame. So the daily time frame, so what we're trying to say now is that in here, this is the first wave, the second wave, and the third wave is what we are trying to do here now. So in the third wave, we may have done a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5 to finish the third wave. The third wave is about finishing. So we are buying in, we are into the resistance, but this is not where to buy. Now, after these, we need a drop, which is similar to this here, which is similar to this here, without breaking this support here. Then that will be the fourth wave, the fourth major wave. Then price will push up again. And after that, then we should see a correction of the whole structure. If we should go to the 4-hour time frame, 4-hour time frame, like I said, you don't want to continue to buy this. This is dangerous to buy now. It has pushed the upside. So we have seen the first wave then the second wave here, wave 2, then into the wave 3. This is wave 4 of 3 here, A, B, C of wave 4 of 3, and this is the last wave to the upside. Now, in terms of extension of this wave, if this is 1, and this is 2, and this is 3, so this will be falling to correct and give us something similar to this without breaking this area now. So that's what we're expecting on the 4-hour time frame. So this is almost done. Now let's slide down to euro dollar. So when you turn to the higher time frame, you will see things more better. So what we are saying now in euro dollar is we have done it with 1, that's the first wave, the second wave here, which corrected up to like about 618 here before we see this fall. Now this is marking up to about 168 already. So this is the third wave. The inside of the third wave, then we can see what looks like the first wave, a 2, a 3, then the fourth wave here, and this. So for now, these are still internal structure of wave 3. So that's what I am trying to say now. This seems to be internal structure of wave 3. I think what will put it in the very good or clear perspective for you to understand is when you turn to the higher time frame, the weekly time frame. So in the weekly time frame now, you are seeing an impulse. This is the first wave, the second wave here. We need to see this. And after this, so after this, around this area, without breaking this area, then you see one more fall, and that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So on that time frame, then you can say that this is completed. So these most likely will be testing this area, and this area, without probably breaking this area, we might see that fourth wave to the upside. Then after that, we are going to drop one more time to break this low properly. We'll break that low before we can see a correction. So we're not correcting deep for now. We're not correcting the whole way for now. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me go back to the 4-hour time frame here. So on the 4-hour time frame, so it's now more clear to us that it's a 1, a 2, then this is the last wave of wave 3. And we're going to see a correction of a wave that is almost similar to this. Probably similar, yeah, in magnitude, similar to this. That should be how many pips drop. Here, it's about 163. So at least it cannot be less than 150 pips to push to the upside. Then after that, we come down again 10 before we go up. Now, as per if this is done, this is almost done to the downside. In this last 5 waves of wave 3, I can see something that looks like a 1, 2, 3, probably 4th wave here, and this might just be the last leg. What we confirm that we are done to correct that wave 4, it's a break of this structure, on the 4-hour here around 1480, 888. If I go down, I like looking at this structure to know when I want to push up on the 15 minutes time frame. So on the 15 minutes time frame, ideally, this is an area that we're talking about, but this will be a good area now. A break of 14,500 to the upside, will mean that we have started that correction to the upside. So we can go all the way to correct the whole of that, we are going to break all these ones for sure. It means that, price might be testing this area. The price may be pushing up to test this area here, either breaking this area, pushing to test this area before it goes down again. So, and in that, you are talking of how many pips? Yeah, about 200 pips here, or thereabouts. So what you are looking for here is not to sell again. So you are selling into support here, and it's not what you want to do. If you don't know how to navigate and picking the bottom, it might be difficult. So breaking this area will be a signal to commence that move to the upside. It's almost ready. You have to wait for it. So that's a 4-hour time frame again here. So we have 1, we have 2. Now, the third wave is completed in itself. It has to be 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the third wave. Then we're looking for the fourth wave, something like this, before we sell. Looking at Pi USD. So now that is the direction for now. If you don't know, that is the direction for now. So similarly here, the price is going down. We are going for a bigger corrective move. So this is like a 1 and 2 here. Then this is the third wave. We need a fourth wave and one more down before we go up. So I can see that in the internal structure of wave 3, this looks like a 2 here. Maybe a 1, 2, then inside of 3, 4, 5. So you don't know when this is going to end, but it will end very, very soon. It might not even break this area before we see that push. And of course, the area that will signal that the beginning of that correction is a break out of here. And you can now look for your entry to this area, NZD USD. NZD USD is a bit interesting. Now, NZD USD is falling like this. I really don't think this would break here. We need to see how it's going to react. This should react very soon. This also is giving me like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. That's what I can see here. This might just be the last wave before we begin to push to the upside. In this one, if we get a good impulse to the upside, we might be going up to break the top again. So that's the only one that I think we might be going to break the top. This may be a fifth wave here with this ending structure around this area to end with 3. 1, 2, 3, then to end it with 3. Then we now begin to see this 1, 2 here. 1, 2, then the internal structure with 3, the 4th, the 5th. Then we expect this to push to the upside. Buying this, will be aiming for here and see how the price is going to progress to the upside. So it might be a bit bullish, more corrective format. And now, yen for me, it's looking interesting. Yen for me is looking interesting. You will not be surprised if this is going to be dropping. And I think it's not much clearer here. I really want to, let's look at the structure of Euro Yen. Yen is looking interesting. I'm seeing a bearish pattern. inside the euro yen. I'm seeing a bearish pattern, and this is what it's looking like. Now, we add this A base to a downside. Instead of this one turning to be an impulse, no, it became a corrective wave. And a corrective wave in the sense that you can see an A, B wave, and a C wave here. So which didn't really break 1618, and it's a three-wave structure. So being a three-wave structure, it's the first thing that tells me that this is a bearish move, and the price is going to break all the way down. And we might be seeing very close to 500 to 600 pips drop here to levels like around this area here. So around this area here, we might be seeing that. Now, what is confirming this is, let's look at the weekly time frame here. There's so many things to look at. The weekly time frame here. So this is an A, this is a B, and this is a C. So we are still yet to do something like this, but we are within this wave now here, this wave. So let's look at it. So what I see here, it's this bearish tendency on the weekly time frame here. It means that the correction of wave 4, if this is wave 2, wave 1, 2, instead of a 3, 1, 2 of a 3, this may be the fourth wave of a 3, the third, the fourth, and the fifth wave of a 3 before we begin to come to the downside. So this downward movement seems not completed yet. We have to look at these coming to test the area of 338.2 or so retracement that you expect for wave 3 and wave 4. Before we push up, I don't see this going all the way to break the top again. This looks like it's coming down. So now, how do we attack this? Let's look at the daily time frame. Now, so looking at this is a recipe for a fall. So breaking this area here, breaking this support here, it's telling you that price is coming to the downside, and that's going to be a big fall. So now what I'm seeing here now, it's really an ABC here for a first wave, A or W, then X here, then Y is going to drop big time. The clue is, these are clues are things that you have to pick. You know, if I didn't mean that this gave me a 5-wave straight to the upside, then it will say it's bullish move to go up again. So this is 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 waves. And this return looks like a 3-wave too, because if you look at it, 1, 2, 3. But if this is a corrective wave, this is supposed to have gone up to break this top, but it's like they are coming to break this bottom. If you call this ABC, you might think it's an ABC, but I don't think it's an ABC because this in itself didn't give me 5 waves. These are things you look for. 5 waves is not giving, it's only 3 waves. 1, 2, 3. The first push 1, 2, 3. And this in itself on the lower time frame looks like a truncated 5 waves if you look at it. So let's dig down. I'm just telling you clues that you pick. Now, this looks like a truncated wave. Look at it again. After this end of structure here, and they did A, the B wave in the middle. Of course, the C wave will be 5 waves, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Now, after this 5th wave here, then look at this wave in itself. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to have finished that. Then finishing this, we need to see an impulse to the upside. It is not what we had seen. We saw also an ABC move, which is 3-wave movement, the movement here, the first A, B, C, then this move. This move. And this is an ending structure here for wave C. 3, 4. Let me see the third wave here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they ended the hit here. This is the joker. This movement, being an impulse, is the joker, as this also is an impulse. This is the joker. If this will be a wave 1, then A, B, C, I shouldn't count 5 waves here. This also is giving me 5 waves. If this has given me a 3 wave, like 1, 2, 3 here, then I'll be looking for more upside. So, but this, though is impulsive, it's giving me a 5th wave by breaking this low now. So it's breaking this low. On the 1 hour time frame, I see that this wants to fall. On the 1 hour time frame, I see that this wants to fall by giving me a 1, a 2, and inside of wave 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, then the last 5 waves to the downside. So breaking this low, I don't care if they might not even break this area now before we see that push to the upside. They might not even break low here, but testing this so far, and the character of this wave tells me I should only expect a correction. So if you are in a buy and it's deep, you only have to look for 50% or 618 retracement of this wave to the upside. Looking at the way this is going to correct to the upside, we are looking for correction now. And after that correction, that will be your last hope of getting out of your buy. And it will drop hard. It's going to drop hard. That's what I see from the yen pairs. The only way I'm going to buy this is if this movement to the upside turns impulsive. And if it turns impulsive and break this area, I'll be looking for it. But I don't expect anything that will break this area now. So if I'm going to sell this, I'll be looking for movement around this area without breaking this area. On the lower time frame, I'm pushing more down for you to see some things now. On the lower time frame, and if this will be the 4th wave here, this is an area we need to take for that correction to say we are in that correction. So now I see this 1, 2, 3 of the first move to the downside. This should be an ending structure here. Then the second wave, now in the third, this seems not completed here. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, probably one more push to the downside to finish the 3rd wave. Then one more wave is going to come as a 4th wave without breaking this area. As a 4th wave, you might move deep, very deep. Then the last move to the downside before they begin the correction to the upside. So what I expect is, yeah, you might see first a bit of impulse, but it's going to go up collectively. I've given you more than enough here. So let me move. Then the next one is Chfjpy. Chfjpy. On that, we are taught that with this move, testing this area, it will be breaking up. With what I'm seeing across the yen pairs, that is not what it's looking like now. So again, on the weekly time frame, so this is where we are. We are seeing this move here. A bit of a 1, 2 here. Then instead of the 3rd wave, like 1 of 3, 2 of 3, this is really yet to break the trend support of wave 3. So we may have finished wave 3 here proper. That is what I can see here. Let me turn to the time frame for you to see. proper. What's yeah, so on the day time frame also is turning bearish here too. So what I see here now is a wave 1, a wave 2 here, 3 1 3 2. That's what I can see here. So now seeing this as a 3 1, then a 1, a 2, ABC of a 2, then 3 1, 3 2 here. So this looks to me as we have finished 3 3 and 3 4. And in finishing 3 4, we went down to finish with 5 of 3. So now we want to do the fourth wave. If this is wave 2, we want to do the fourth wave. And I can see that it's going to probably break this low now. It might be also falling 500 to 600 pips. This is a bearish mode that I'm seeing here, a bearish mode. So here we are seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a truncated 5 here. Pushing down to the 4-hour time frame. So like this is the 3, 4, and the 5th wave. So here you can see that we're seeing a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the last 5 waves to the upside. And it's 5 waves is the motive wave. It can be confusing seeing this as a 1 and a 2, a 3, a 4, and an ending structure, the 5th wave to truncate it. And the price, this is, you can call it a triple top, but it's not, that is not what we see in terms of wave. This is coming to the downside. Now, also, I see that this also might be giving us the 4th wave here, and this might be a drop. And after drop, we need to correct to the upside to drop. So what I see here is after this move, we look for a correction to the upside, a drop. And the last one is gold. Gold. For those trading gold, I'm seeing strength coming to the dollar. So strength to the dollar. Dollar, it's like at the moment hot currency. Maybe temporarily for at least the next 3 months or 4 months, we might be seeing that strength to the dollar. So the monthly time frame here, we know we are still bullish, but with this appearance now, there is a bearish tendency now to sell. So what we're looking for, you come here, and this is your 1, and this is your 2. Now we are selling this 4th wave to make it a 4th wave. So here, price will be dropping. So I see that bearish move now. So on the weekly time frame, let me still come there. So this is 1 and 2. This is wave 2 here. We need to see 4. 4, it probably might be dropping to break this area now. So this might be an A, B, and a C wave to the downside. That is what I can see on gold. On the day time frame, yeah. So the first wave, the B wave, then we are going down now. So you want to plan to trade this. Selling this from here is also selling into a support. If you've not been selling from up, selling to support, unfortunately, it looks like a 5-wave structure, but it was never an impulse. So it's more like, the A, then A, B, C, or B, then the C wave as a 5-wave structure. and this is come to the downside. So this move is impulse, and what you saw here supposed to be also an impulse or a motive wave to push high and break this, but it turns out to be a corrective wave. And this is your reference. And this is your move to the downside. You plan your entry step. And this will be breaking this low. That's what I can see for now. It's going to be breaking this low. How do I plan to sell this? Let's dip down. The wave has to be 5. Once it's 5, you look for correction. Now, so for now, we are seeing these, we are seeing these as maybe a 1, a 2. This may be, 3, a 4, and this may be the last 5 waves to the downside. So what you need now to focus on is focus on this particular wave as it turns to be 5. This looks like a 4. If I go inside of the 1 hour time frame, so helping you to plan your entry. Helping you to plan your entry, I see the primary 1, primary 2. Then this is 1 of 3, 2 of 3. Then this might be, 4th wave, 1, 2. It didn't break up, 1, 2. So this may be dragging more down to the downside. I would advise you not to sell this outrightly. Just wait a bit. Don't sell this outrightly. Allow it to give reaction. Testing this support, you might test this support or break it. Allow that to happen. Allow that to happen. So your focus would now be a break of this resistance here will signal the correction that you need to sell. So it will signal the correction that you need to sell. So allow it go down. Let it come here and take this area. This has been a consolidation. Price will not just go down like that. So let it just go down. Finish it. This might just be 4th wave. This might be the 5th wave. Allow it to come and break this area to the upside. Then you now begin to count your wave of correction without taking this to the upside. In between here, you look for your sell, and it's going to be a big drop. So with that, I've come to the end of this week update. Do like, share, comments. Bye.